Welcome to Great American Health.
Homeopathy is a form of therapy that the FDA considers important enough to be classified as a drug, but it's natural, safe, effective, and it has no dangerous side effects. Now, here today to discuss the amazing pain-relieving benefits that homeopathy can offer you is my special guest, Stephan Carrion. He's the founder of Great American Products. He's an author. I've known him for years. He's an advocate for proactive health strategies for the consumer. Stephan, thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me on with you.
Let's get right down to this. Homeopathy has been popular in Europe for years and years. It's now beginning to get the reputation it deserves in the United States. What caused you to be interested in this wonderful form of therapy?
Well, it stemmed from when I was 15 years old. This is the genesis of why I started a nutraceutical company, again, when in my teens. My mother had a condition called Candida albicans, which, as you're well aware, yeast infection, a systemic yeast infection. And here I was, 15 years old. My sole provider was my mother, living with her, single parent since 6 months old. And she started whittling away down to 98 pounds.
Wow.
She went from doctor to doctor to doctor to doctor. It was a traumatic episode in our lives. In fact, coming home from high school, I wouldn't know if she would commit suicide or not. That's how bad it was. She was so suicidal. It got to the point, Johnny, that I had to sit down with my mother and have her write out a contract that that she wouldn't commit suicide. Fortunately, she had a friend that said, you know what? You've gone to every type of doctor except a naturopath.
And they're so bad with Candida. I mean, even to this day, many conventional doctors don't know what to do with it and don't recognize it as an issue or any of that.
No.
Of course, it can cause all kinds of problems.
Well, they said she was crazy, basically.
Yeah.
They said you need therapy. They asked her if she was drinking. They didn't know what to do.
Oh, man.
At that point, they were not aware of how to deal with it.
Yeah.
She was emaciated, basically.
Of course.
Again, a friend of ours said, go to a homeopathic. Why don't you go there? And she went, and homeopathic said, in 3 months, you're going to be cured.
Wow.
Just hearing that was totally amazing.
How old were you when this was
15.
happening? Wow.
15. I was going to high school. And a matter of fact, at that point, it was so bad she lost her job that I had to be a full-time high school student and work and pay the bills, take care of the bills myself. So she went to a homeopathic doctor. Well, anyway, he said in 3 months you're going to be all better.
Right.
3 months, she was healed. In 3 months, she was all better, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is like a happy ending to a movie.
That's unbelievable.
It was incredible. As you can imagine, that made an indelible mark in my mind, and of course in my life, that I still had my mother.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful stuff. He treated her with the very thing that was causing
this condition, which was an overgrowth of yeast, of course, which is due to a suppression in your immune system.
Right.
In this
so how
case,
does that work exactly?
Well, basically, it's a law of similars, and it helps the immune system work and fight the condition or the invader in the body, the antigen, if you will.
So isn't that somewhat similar to the way we know of vaccinations? You get inoculated against measles or whatever by getting a small amount?
Yes, but it doesn't stop there. What I saw was miraculous. To me, that was a miracle. The second episode of my life was a couple of years ago. I traveled to Colorado with our kids. My 5-year-old boy, then 3 years old. We were in the woods in Colorado. And we came back, and he started getting these warts on his left arm. It didn't go away. It started spreading, and it looked weird. So we said, let's go to the doctor. And the doctor looked at us, oh yeah, we know what that is. It's viral. It's not going to go away for a while. Maybe in his teenage years, he'll grapple with it. And if not, in his adulthood, then his immune system might find a way to eliminate it. And I just said, you know what, I have to find another way. Well, my mother said to me, she said, go to a homeopathist.
Of course. She's a convert.
Well, you got to listen to mom, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I said, you know what, she's right. The doctor said, there's nothing we can do.
Right.
We went to a homeopathic doctor. She looked at him, and she said, in about 3 or 4 months, he's going to be cured. But she said, I'm warning you, it's going to get worse before it gets better.
Yeah.
He was totally cured. He was healed. And it was not like it was, a question. This is like, you could see it, the difference. His skin was cleared up. It was gone. It was miraculous. And this was a miracle in my life. And I said, you know what, homeopathy, here I have a nutrition company. I need to share this with people because this could be a miracle in other people's lives.
Thank you for your passion and your experience and your information. Thank you again for being with us. It's been a joy.
Thank you.